A Violent Prosecutor, directed by Lee Il-hyung. The movie starts out with some nature flamboyants protesting in some dusty ass place. Protesters get violent and close someone's eyes for good, and a sucker walks away and takes a selfie for himself. And now we go to Byung Jae-wook, and he is a violent prosecutor. And he beats up people who he's interrogating for that truth. The guy who went the police officer is interrogated by Byun and has that asthma, so he needs his inhaler, and talks about how they need to save the environment. Byun wants to figure out who he's been hired by to cause violence at the protests, making that company big bucks by destroying the environment. Next day though, Byun is prosecuted as a criminal murderer because that person he interrogated died in the room. But he didn't do nothing. But a butt munchkin bunch monkey named Jung-il throws away the evidence of the inhaler so that Byun is unjustly sentenced for 15 years in prison. Then Byun is like, oh yeah, I'm about to plan my come up. And he mooches smooths with a guard to settle a lawsuit case for him and gets a cell to himself. Then 5 years later, a man from the incident named Chi-won goes to jail for fraud. But Byun is like, player, I can get your ass out of here faster than your mama wouldn't even have finished watching Oprah and picking her toenails for the cat to eat. I just need you to help me get out of this jank. And Chi-won agrees, and the plan to take down the real murderer, Jung-il, who is running for Congress, begins. Chi-won tells Byun how unsuspecting lowlives were taught to pretend to be environmentalist protesters. Byun is like, for sure. Chi-won is then told to learn how to copy a signature of a man named Yang Ming-woo. Byun is like, what it be, what it do? Then Chi-won gets out to get a gangster friend to confess that the criminal who falsely died by Byun's hand had asthma by a secret recording. And Byun is like, well, pickle my cucumber with a yellow crumb and chew on it. And Byun shows the evidence to the warden and gets the start of a retrial. Much to Jung-il's foot fungus aggravation. So then the next phase of the process begins, and Chi-won goes to Jung-il's election rally and gains favor with that nasty booty hole and sleeps with a honey funny for funny to get Jung-il's bribe book to reveal who he's been getting money from, which includes the company from the protest connecting him to the crime. Byun is like, you go ahead boy, you go ahead. Chi-won is then told to get into the law school alumni celebration to get close to Min-woo, to be invited to the high office the next day to use the forged signatures he practiced to get the paper signed to enact the retrial for Byun. Byun is like, boy, I ain't no rainbow shaker, but I'll look at this sick so quick it'll make your mama grow up big. I mean as in big pens and the shaver and nothing else that might be a reference to something, and it's just nothing else. Yeah. And after getting yelled at by Jung-il, Min-woo is like, oh hell no, play, I'm going my own way. And he arrests Jung-il's partners of Far East Construction right as the captured Chi-won is about to munch on some rocks. And finally, Byun makes it to the retrial, where ain't no lie can be told. And Byun reveals everything about the inhaler and asthma being what killed the criminal. And he pulls out an inhaler. And Jung-il is like, ha, sucker, that ain't the right inhaler. I threw that Jane away. And he is like, oh snap, I'm going to jail today. And he incriminates himself by showing that he knows that he had an inhaler, freeing Byun from jail, a reformed man who would never be violent over the law again. And so Byun is released from prison, with Chi-won by his side, knowing that the truth and justice has now prevailed. The end. Hara hara ha.